All right, guys, the first day in Chicago was amazing. We got to see all aspects of downtown Chicago. We got to eat at Devon Avenue, which has a lot of Indian and Pakistani food. So all in all, it was good. But today, we are at the Navy Pier. See that huge wheel behind me? We'll be getting on that. But before we actually get on the Centennial wheel, as it's called, we're gonna head over and do a boat ride. So that's where I'm headed to right now, and I'll take you guys there. So let's enjoy the scenery together.
You belong with me, my sweetheart. Yeah, I belong with you. You belong with me, my sweetheart.
Lots of stuff to see here. There is a bunch of restaurants all to the side, and of course, lake right beside us. So we're heading over to the dock where our boat will be. And the thing we got is the architectural tour. So it's gonna take us through the two rivers that run through, or is it three rivers rather, that run through Chicago, and get to show us a little bit of the history and all that stuff. So I'll record as much as I can, but in the efforts related to saving battery life, I'm gonna try to section it off a little bit. So this is our stop right here, but we're gonna check out the scenery in the meantime. I'm gonna stand right here and show you guys the beautiful skyline of the city of Chicago, the downtown area. Look at that. Wow. So just like when I was in Maryland, something about the water, guys. I absolutely love being in the water. So this boat ride is going to be a ton of fun. I'm not going to be able to show you guys much right now, but once we get on the boat, for shizzle, you're going to see a lot more. All right, so now that we are on the boat, at this point we're just waiting for everybody to get on. But figured I'd show you these buildings all over again.
Relax. This is a 75-minute architecture river cruise. It is round trip, meaning we'll return to this very dock. Aloha. Welcome aboard, and I'll see you shortly. Gym. It's also home to its own musical style that's called the Chicago Blues. A nod to Sonny Boy too, the great Rice Miller for the melody. The words are my own. I'm Chicago bound. I'm Chicago bound. They try to burn it down, so I'm Chicago bound. They try to burn it down, we'll build it right back up, and I'm Chicago bound. The river runs downhill. The river runs downhill. The people shout, I will. The river runs downhill. The river runs downhill. The people shout, I will. And I'm Chicago bound. I'll be waiting for you on the dock. Have a great time in Chicago.
Now that was an amazing boat ride. It was 75 minutes long, and we got to see so much of downtown Chicago, and all the history behind it was explained to us by this gentleman named Kevin. Now, funny thing about Kevin, who was actually our tour guide, was that he's from Cleveland. And right after the boat tour ended, I asked him where he was from, and he told me he was from North Ridgeville. So that's pretty close to where I'm from. I'm from Strongsville. So we kind of got to have a little bit of a chat. Real nice guy. So I highly recommend that you guys do this boat tour of Chicago, because you get to see so much. The thing is that you walk through downtown Chicago, you will see all these buildings, but it's another thing to see them from a bit of a distance away, going through the river and getting to know about their history. So highly recommend it if you guys visit Chicago to make this boat tour happen. We did the boat ride, as I mentioned to you guys. We then decided to have some food, and now we're just waiting on our ride in that big ass wheel in the back. So I took the liberty to treat my wife with a special ride on the Centennial wheel. So what I did is I got VIP tickets, where basically we get a gondola, so this whole one cart all to ourselves. And I figured it would be also a great way to show you guys what the Chicago skyline looks like when we get on the wheel and get all the way up top. So looking forward to showing you guys that here in a minute. All right, thank you. All right, look at this. Look at this seating. I got a car for 4, but it's gonna be just the 2 of us. Ain't that right, sweetheart? All right, guys, I'm in, and we're about to have some exquisite views of the city skyline. So let's make this happen. But look at this. Glass bottom. And we've got TV screens right here to kind of tell us what we will be going through. Seats that are leather and amazing. Air conditioned on top of that. I mean, I couldn't ask for better. Then look at this on top. Stuff to like put your alcohol in or whatever. But great. Well worth the money. So let's start moving.
Welcome to Navy Pier, the People's Pier, and welcome to the spectacular new Centennial View, named in honor of our 2016 Centennial celebration. Soaring to heights of nearly 200 feet, the view from the top is absolutely breathtaking.
Look at that.
And as you go for a spin aboard the wheel, allow us to tell you a little more about a place Chicago revolves around, Navy Pier. Since 1960,
Wow.
Navy Pier has sparkled
Tina, look below.
shoreline and created millions of lasting memories for generations of Chicago.
This is so much fun.
And guests from around the globe.
And we're sitting on top of the world now.
The pier has served as a military training ground, the first home of the University of Illinois in Chicago. And a stage for
Oh man, this scares the hell out of me, but I'm alright.
The modern pier was realized in 1990.
Look at that.
And today, we are in the midst
Wow.
of reimagining Navy Pier for its second century. After 100 years, Chicago's front porch continues to open doors to endless excitement. Be sure to visit the new Holt Brothers Park. Delectable food experiences. The Aeon Summer Fire.
Just looking down below is scaring the hell out of me, but I'm loving it.
Chicago Shakespeare Theater, the Miller Lite Beer Garden, and so much more. Born at the 1893 World's Fair in Chicago, the Ferris wheel is an icon of Chicago history and the centerpiece of this landmark attraction.
Wow.
Offering incomparable views of Lake Michigan on one horizon and arguably
Guys, I gotta tell you, that was a hell of a ride. I really enjoyed getting on the Centennial wheel. So again, if you guys have any desire to come and see Chicago, definitely make sure you get on this, and if you can afford it, definitely get in the VIP gondola. So wow, those views were breathtaking to say the least. And of course, for some reason at an older age, I have a fear of heights all of a sudden, so my legs were shaking the entire time I was in the cabin just because I could see below me. So takes you all the way up like 300 feet in the air, so pretty good. So anytime you guys have the chance, definitely go. Time for us to head out to something, I don't know yet what we're gonna do, but it has so far been an amazing adventure in Chicago. Love you, Chicago, love you to death. All right guys, on that note, we are done with our visit to Chicago. We actually were thinking of spending the entire weekend into the weekdays, but then we thought, you know what, it's getting colder, we've got a lot of responsibilities that we need to tend to back home, so we made the maximum out of our visit here. So at this point, we're going to be driving back, and we will be showing you a time lapse of our drive back home, so enjoy that, and I will see you guys as soon as I'm done with my trip. It might be into tomorrow that I'll actually get to talk to y'all. So either way, just enjoy the view, guys. Alright guys, so that was the end of our trip to Chicago. I gotta tell you, the drive that we took from Cleveland to Chicago felt much longer than the drive back to Cleveland from Chicago, and the reason being was that when we actually went to Chicago, there was just nothing but downpour upon downpour upon downpour the entire time that we were driving into Chicago. So what would be a typically 5.5, 6 hour trip turned into 7 hours because there were spots where the rain was just so hard that I couldn't see anything in front of me. Luckily on the way back, it was just clear all the way back. Even though we were driving kind of like sunset into darkness, we didn't really experience that much traffic on the way back. So all in all, I gotta tell you, I came home with so many great memories of my time over in Chicago, and I cannot wait to go back there again to visit some of the other places that I just simply didn't have the opportunity to see. So all in all, great time. I highly recommend that you all who have never been there make that visit happen to Chicago, because you will love it just as much as I did. In any case guys, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to bed, but I just figured I'd add a small tidbit here to let you know about how my wife and I felt about our visit to Chicago. So until the next time guys, have a good one. See ya. Bye bye.